In one of our last videos, I showed you how I was able to build a web app in literally just a few days and start making over $2,000 pretty much the first month within launching. And I also showed you how you can do it too and how easy it actually is with no technical knowledge at all. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how we're going to take that app and we're going to start scaling it. Now, just the same way that we built our web app, we're not going to be doing absolutely any heavy lifting or anything technical in order to build our Shopify store. We're going to have AI do all of the heavy lifting for us. It's going to build our entire Shopify store based on the niche that we choose, which in this case is going to be pets. And it's even going to come preloaded with up to 12 winning and trending dropshipping products that people in this niche are going to love. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, we are going to be using Shopify for our store. So I need to figure out first, how are we going to display the store on our website? There's two different ways that we can do this. The first one is going to be by simply actually making a store within our web app. I don't like to do that because there's a lot of technicalities to it and there's a lot of manual work in this case. Not necessarily in the creation of the products and all that stuff, but in actually importing products like live products, all of the information. And honestly, the most cumbersome of all is simply the order fulfillment. When an order comes in, I don't want to have to fulfill that order myself. I don't want to order it from my supplier and I don't want to have stock in the house. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be dropshipping products using AutoDS. Now, AutoDS is also going to be the service that's going to go ahead and create our Shopify store for us and provide those winning and trending products. So it's going to automate essentially our entire store for us. So that way, all we have to do is keep looking for more products, adding them to their store, and keep on working on our web app. What we're going to do is we're going to ask Base44, how can we do this? So I want to show an external website within the store page. It's a Shopify store. How can we do this? So let's see what options it has. So unfortunately, embedding a Shopify store in an iframe won't work. That's actually what I had originally thought about. An iframe is essentially just a window within your website that shows a different website or another piece of content that's outside of, your page. But then the other option is a Shopify buy button. I didn't know about this and I just found out about it and it's very interesting. So essentially, Shopify gives you a buy button that you can add to your website that somebody just clicks on purchase and good to go. Shopify is going to handle all of the back end, even though the store is on your page. But as I started to look a bit more into it, it does get pretty technical. So today I just really want to get started. I want to have everything already up and running and we can check that out in a future date. If that is something that interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you like this video and let me know down in the comments below so I know that you are interested. And then the other option is the Shopify Storefront API. Now, this is very complicated. That's not something that I'm even going to touch for this one. So we're going to go with the first option, link to the store. So pretty much somebody clicks on the link, somebody clicks on the store link, and it takes them to our external website or our external Shopify store. Now, some people might be thinking that's not good because it's going to cause friction. It's going to have two separate checkouts, which it is, but that doesn't matter. The two separate checkouts are completely divided. They're completely separate. One checkout is for subscriptions. The other checkout is for products. Most of the time, whenever somebody purchases something from an app, it's going to be a sort of digital asset, whether it be credits, a subscription, or something like that. If the app has a store, most of the time, it takes them to an external website that is going to have two separate checkouts. So you're never going to be checking out a subscription and the physical product at the same time. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to check out our store over here, which is what we had created. And everything on here, it's completely black. There's nothing here. So now we need to go ahead and link to our Shopify store. The way that we're going to work with this is we're going to go to autods.com and we're going to go ahead and sign up for an account and we're going to take advantage of the promotional period. If you do want to check that out, make sure to check out the link down in the description below. So that way you can follow along and build your Shopify store alongside me as I'm doing mine. So once you sign up, this is where you're going to see. This is where you have all of the different products that you can import to your store. We can check these out at a later date. So right now what we're going to do is we actually want to create our store. So we're going to click up here where it says add store. You should see this over here. Click on Shopify. And then we're going to click the middle option. Use AI to generate a pre-built Shopify store. We're going to choose our niche, which in this case is pets. And we're going to choose two banners. I'm going to choose the two banners that more closely relate to my store. It's a dog walking app, so I'm not going to choose anything with cats. So this is perfect right here. And this one because it actually has leashes in the background. Let's go ahead and continue. Now, once we're on here, we're going to go ahead and click on Access Shopify and we're going to go ahead and sign up. Now from here, since I already have store two, I'm going to go ahead and click on Create a New Store. On this part, you can go ahead and skip this. What we want to do is we just want to get to our Shopify dashboard, which is this one right here. So now we can go back to AutoDS, go ahead and click on Continue. And now we need to access the Shopify plans. So now we actually need to sign up for a plan. I suggest you just go with the basic starter. Honestly, that's all you need. All right, so once we are subscribed and that's ready to go, we can go back to AutoDS, click on continue, and now we need to install the Shopify app. Just go ahead and click on install here. All right, install one more time. All right, now it's going to take us to this page over here. Just go ahead and click on customize my store, and AI is going to start customizing the store for us. Now, while it's doing its thing, let's go back to Base44 and let's just start to tell it what we want to do. So make the store button visible, and when someone clicks, send them to this link. And there we're just going to put the link to our store. Okay, so we need to access Shopify one more time. We need to remove the password from it, the password protection. But in order to do this, we need to add a store address. So here you can go ahead and add whatever address you want. It doesn't really matter as long as it's one of your addresses, whether it be your business, your home, whatever it may be. Then we're going to go to password protection and we're going to turn that off, and then we're going to click on save. Now from here, we can go ahead and click on our store. We can view our online store. Now this is our store. I'll show you a little bit more of it in just a second, but we're going to go ahead and take our store link and we're going to paste him over here. All right, so it looks like it finished. Let's go ahead and reload the page up here. Okay, the store doesn't seem to be visible. So I think I saw that it was adding a button in the store page, which I don't want. I want them to just click on store and then it takes them directly there. So I'm just going to reiterate, make the store button visible to everyone on the bottom menu down here. And when someone clicks it, it takes them to the page link that I gave, Base44. Okay, perfect. So it showed the store over here. Now what I want to do is I want to see how it looks like live. So I'm going to publish the app. And when we publish it, we essentially just make it go live. So we can click on here. Okay, so this is what it would look like live. And here we have our different buttons. We have the options for different dogs. We can start the walk and we have our store. So let's go ahead and click on our store. Then it takes us to our Shopify store. So perfect. All right, so let's look at this. We can see here we have a few different products in our niche. This is going to be mixed with cats and dogs. So anything that you see for cats, just go ahead and remove it if it's not your thing. I mean, I guess that's what I would do. But my suggestion to you is just go in here, go to the Shopify store, go to your Shopify admin on your online store and edit your theme, and really just look through everything and just make sure that everything is on par or on brand. Make sure that everything is on par with your store or on brand with your store, and change everything that has specifics, like anything that has a name, anything that has a date, all the different policies, the emails, the phone numbers. Make sure you go into these different pages and make those adjustments. Let's just go ahead and scroll down. We can see these are the different products that were already included in our store. So from these, we can definitely go ahead and check out this one, maybe this one. We can probably use this for like smaller dogs. We can probably use AI to be able to, remove the cat and replace it with like a Chihuahua or something. The automatic cat toy, I mean, maybe it could work for some dogs, but definitely this leash. These two we would take out. The water bowl is good. These three are good. And that one was a maybe. Again, go through your page, go through the website, and just make changes to everything that you would need to. But if you look at these socials over here, for example, we can go ahead and click on the Instagram and it just doesn't work. So update these links, update all of this stuff to just make sure that everything is working. Now, if you do want to do things manually and you want to take the hard route, then you can go ahead and start adding all these products yourself. So there's a few different ways to do this. For one, the very first way that you're going to start is by simply going to your Stripe account, the one that we made earlier. And you're going to click on your product catalog over here. This is a different dashboard, by the way. So that's why it looks a little bit different. Then you're going to click on add product, similar to what we did for our subscriptions, but we're going to do one off. So that way there's no recurring. And we're going to do this for every single one of our products. Now, if there's different variations, what we're going to do is we're going to click on more pricing options and we're going to add the variations on here. This is going to take a while. So be prepared to sit at your desk for quite a few hours if you have multiple products. So that's why I prefer to just take the easy route, automate everything, automate my product importing, and really just overall have a more professional looking store at the end of the day, because it's all built on Shopify, which is made for e-commerce. Now, what happens next? Well, when somebody's looking through your app, when they're using it, they're going to see that store button. They click on that. It's going to take them to your new dropshipping store. And they're going to start scrolling through everything. They're going to find a product they like, and they're going to place an order for it. Now, when that order is placed, if you're doing everything manually through Stripe and through the app itself, if you built your own store through there, what you're going to do is you're going to take that customer information and you're going to place your order with your supplier, and you're going to have the product shipped to your customer. Then you're going to update them with the tracking. Now, this is fine and dandy for a few orders. It's okay. But as you start scaling, as you start getting more orders, it's going to start, one, taking a lot longer, and two, it's going to put you a bit more prone to errors. Trust me, it's happened to me. One slip of the finger and that product or that order goes to the completely wrong person, and you're going to have to replace that. So to fix that, AutoDS really just automates this entire thing for you. What AutoDS will do is it's going to take a balance that you top up. It's going to take that money. It's going to place the order for your product automatically with your supplier. Once the supplier ships out the product, that tracking number is also going to be updated automatically by AutoDS. So that way there's really no room for error. Everything is fully automated for you, so you can keep focusing on one, your marketing, adding new products, and of course, promoting the web app. Now, there are a few other things that you should know about AutoDS, how it works, and how everything comes together in the end. So if you do want to learn more about that, make sure you check out this video right here.